Hi guys, I'm Element.
And I'm Choco. And together we are
the DYAD in the Force. We're joined by a very special guest on this reaction to the Bad Batch episode 3, A Different Approach.
What's up, everybody? How's it going? Yeah, I'm Cal. My channel is Cal4 on Twitch, primarily where I am. I also do some TikTok stuff, kind of all over the internet.
Yeah, if you like to see some varied gameplay on various games, hit them up on twitch.tv/Cal4RRER. All right, so last week we saw Crosshair and Omega escape with their newly found pet, Batcher. So they also found out that Omega has the strain, or at least the blood sample, to create what was... Who are we creating, Choco?
Dathan is what you're looking for, but no, I believe she was successful in her transmission of an M count, and we know Dathan was not. So there's a lot of things going here. There's now we have a high probability that Rey is part clone. She's related to Boba Fett now. Just weird.
I don't know. Maybe a couple more degrees than 6 from Django or even Boba. But let's get to predictions for this week's episode. It's called A Different Approach. We'll start with Cal. What are your predictions?
I mean, I feel like we're going to see a bit more cute Batcher scenes, some action from them, and maybe even see Sid come back in some fashion. So
she needs her comeuppance. I want to see. Mm-hmm. I want to see her get slapped in that lizard mouth.
Yeah, exactly.
Two things. I want to see Yoop Tashu. It's a throwback to the Aftermath books. There's one of Palpatine's advisors. It would be in the thick of this because related to Sith Eternal or Acolytes of Beyond. There's Sith alchemy has to be going on behind that door. That's why we see the runes and stuff. And I think he's part of it because he knew what Palpatine was up to. Other than that, Hunter being reckless. He was always the level-headed one. Last ones, we saw him being more and more reckless, doing more and more dangerous missions because it gets him closer to Omega. He's going to make a stupid mistake. He's going to slip up.
Okay, yeah, I can see Yoop Tashu. I actually just did a video on Force Drain explaining that technique. He has a very particular explanation on that technique from the Aftermath books. My prediction, Asajj Ventress, will see Rex and Echo make their return to the screen. But if we do see Asajj Ventress, I have a Sharpie to throw across the room should Quinlan Vos accompany her in what we're hoping is a flashback or a scene that kind of puts into perspective how they're going to respect Dark Disciple.
Super quick question. What are the chances that Asajj Ventress is actually a clone and that's who is behind the door?
0.
Cool.
Easy, Cal.
Not the priority. The ship sustained heavy damage.
I can see this.
Dang, Crosshair hanging out with Batcher.
It's the same effect as if they had Hunter, or as if they had Wrecker.
It's a little hard to do when nothing.
I thought he was talking to Batcher. Get the stabilizers online.
Ruh-roh.
That was much as in like the Scooby-Doo reference within Bad Batch.
Hey, it's
the
Blades
shuttle
Edge.
like the Mystery Machine. Yeah. Where are the dragons?
We left the other prisoners behind.
The Empire is going to be searching for this ship and us.
Probably exterminating them since they found you and don't need them.
We have to move.
Sadly.
I scanned a spaceport a few clicks east.
Along with CT.
I mean, my first thought after the crash was there's going to be samples behind it.
Surprising.
Is it?
Like the clone herself.
I mean, you know he's thinking about that.
Shall see. Once Omega.
It's like, oh crap, you should right.
will be confirmed.
Definitely a possibility.
Your future, however, is less certain.
Because there's a reason why they're testing the same samples over and over and over again, right? Is in case of false negatives. So.
Mm-hmm.
Don't listen to him. Come on.
She's gonna put pants on the hound, I hope.
Now I just want a Star Wars game where I have Batcher or a pet like that.
That's definitely not a stormtrooper.
And we'll get that in
Isn't
Star
this
Wars Outlaws.
I feel like it might be worth wearing like a makeshift eye patch. Just cover up the actual thing that is your name.
Like, isn't there an APB on like a small girl, tall man?
Probably not at this point. They're trying to be real incognito, you know?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're trying to keep that whole operation secret.
Or we could try a way that doesn't involve blaster fire.
For 15,000 credits
For 2 tickets.
Dang.
per ticket. And it's non-negotiable. You're lucky
That's
we're
like-
not charging extra for the creature.
My
Where
God.
do you expect us to get 3,000 credits?
Don't be naive. Every second we're here, we're at risk.
Then quit wasting time complaining.
Damn. Damn.
I think I know how we can make some fast credits.
He's not used to playing with so many factors,
Who's next?
variables.
I'll give it a try.
It shouldn't take long. I'm getting crust here.
Your usual, Captain.
You think he's got a like give him a neck in there or something?
And you can pulled in quite the type.
You know what's gonna happen, right? They're gonna get killed while they're examining it.
Seem to have misunderstood your enemy.
Did I?
Exodia.
Obliterate.
Eastern stars. That is game over.
Well, guys,
I'll take those 20,000 credits.
don't underestimate 3 Eastern stars.
Try and stay out of trouble.
These are the interactions I want to play in Outlaws. What? How did I say Outlaws?
In
Outlaws.
Let's get out of
And I'll
here.
pull out a knife.
35,000.
But that's my final offer.
Pulls out gun. Suggest you reconsider.
That Imperial officer and his troopers snatched the creature and headed for the cargo docks. Down that way. Nice doing business with you.
It's almost like watching Andor, but animated. Like, not an animated Andor, but
Yeah, it's crazy how far Clone Wars visuals have come.
We'll do this your way.
oh wait,
Is it a porg?
yeah, I thought I heard a porg.
There's Betcher.
So, hand over the credit.
Who's gonna run this
Surrender.
town tonight?
All right.
Actually, it makes sense. This town is within the sector, right?
Let's try things.
So the perimeter would know about it.
I love that there's just a universal open all cages command.
It's a Gala minus.
I mean, pretty much is.
Take that capture and power up the ship.
Well, free ship and 30,000 credits.
That's stealing the cargo ship!
Also, depending on what animals might jump on there, free food.
New friends. Or that.
Oh, it's a rancor. Nope.
Oh no. Is that a raptor?
Raptor? Either
I don't know.
Raptor
The
or
way it covered his
Borgullet.
mouth felt a little bit more sentient than that. It's like, shh,
Let it happen.
Quiet, pretty.
you got a bird mouth.
That's a cool shot.
It's almost like the rocket turret blowback.
That's something I know all too well.
It's been months.
It's like when you see like an oddly ripped pit bull and you're like, dang.
He's not ready to face them.
Yeah, because I mean, you're going to have Hunter and Wrecker be like, how do we know we can trust you?
He's gonna start doing the Charleston, cause you can.
I was picturing a Dumb and Dumber of like, and you come back here and totally redeem yourself, and then they hug.
I hate the slow land. Like, they're this close, so much can go wrong. Just run, just run, just run, just be done with it, move.
Now there's a sight.
Rika!
Oh. I wasn't even sure your message was real.
Rika! I knew you'd show up.
Oh. I know Young right now is straight up ugly crying
Yeah.
in a puddle on the ground.
Up.
But you're the one who found us.
Daddy.
I love that this like just shows how much of a member she is, that she was able to do this all by herself.
We never stop searching.
Don't end it there, dude.
Oh, the
People gonna be
music there
mad.
too at the end. Yeah. Ah.
Come on. I have to. I have to readjust my prediction meters now because I'm so used to the 3-episode premiere like being that long.
That
That I
long, that
forgot
much stuff
that-
happening.
Yeah, I forgot that not much can happen at this point. So
I initially did when we were talking before stream, but I was like, nah, but with however many episodes there are, they're gonna stretch this out. So I didn't make it in the recording, but
I'll give it to you because I did.
I'll take it.
I did 6 months to a year.
because what I said was I was like, I really hope that they get reunited because I don't want to see this drawn out, but I also know that with the number of episodes that they have, that it's very likely that that's what's going to happen. Because part of me just doesn't want to have to handle them not being back together and the stress of it all.
Also, a lot of moving parts to look forward to too. So I mean, it does kind of make sense with like 15 episodes. You have Fennec Shand, Cad Bane. We still have the stuff on Pabu. We still have Bug Eyes, and we still have the Asajj Ventress arc. So it's kind of like, where does this all fit?
Man.
Mm-hmm. And I thought all of that was going to be stuff that helps them get back together. So that's why I was just like, nah, this isn't going to happen for a while, but it does make me happy.
What were you gonna say, Choco?
No, man. I was just like, Man.
Man, how do you guys think this is going to go down with Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair? There has to be a lot of baggage there, because it's not as if like he chose to abandon the batch and just kind of follow orders. Like there were some shots fired across the bow, even some shots that landed, and it's more than just leaving the team. He did actually betray them and shot at them and like hunted them down.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. And he's like,
no chip.
I had my chip out a long time ago, you know? Man, no, I mean, obviously they're going to forgive him, right? We were already seeing shots in the trailer that made it clear, you know, he was still with them. We saw his rifle. We kind of saw him in the back. So we know they're going to get over it, right?
Mm-hmm.
But like, it's gonna be a tough journey, you know.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be tenuous too, with just them constantly looking over their shoulder. I think it'll probably start with like no confrontation and just kind of like a whatever, like you're here, let's go. But then he's going to get, or even like a short conversation where they forgive him. But eventually Crosshair is going to get tired of being looked at that way of like, I see the way you guys keep looking over your shoulder at me. Stop.
Yeah.
Like I am here. I helped Omega. Like there is more to it than that.
So you think they're going to be, you know, they're going to agree to work together and stuff, but they're going to have to eventually do like a brotherly like brawl.
that was my next question.
Where at the end they're like, all right, we're good now. You know, we had to get through that.
I think that happens a lot sooner. I'll take bets.
Mm-hmm.
Who here thinks that Wrecker's gonna punch Crosshair and then say, "Get on the ship," or Hunter punches Crosshair?
I don't think that's gonna happen personally.
I picture like a major punch in the arm, almost, you know, Hulk style to Thor.
You.
Followed by a hug. That's what I'm calling.
And for the most part, my outlook is a punch, and then Crosshair is like, "What was that for?" It's like, for everything.
I feel like there's going to be a serious
Hunter's
conversation.
My prediction for next week is that Hunter is going to silently turn around and walk back into the ship.
My prediction is there's going to be a tenuous conversation about everything, and it gets interrupted by the Empire tracking that ship, and they have to cut it short and just put it on trust that Crosshair's not going to betray them. Or it could even turn into a situation where he's like, you brought the Empire here, you're still with them, something like that. But they'll still have to find a way to work together, or he'll get shot at by the Empire and realize that, like, no, you really have come back to the Bad Batch.
It's now, I feel like Hammerlock has somewhat been ruined for me now that I know he's played by one of the McBoyle twins from It's Always Sunny.
Talked about what happens with Hunter, Wrecker, and Crosshair. Is that something that happens straight into the next episode, or do you think the next episode is gonna deviate and go into maybe Asajj or Fennec or any other story?
I think that would be an unusually cruel thing to do because of how many people are waiting for this reunion.
God, now is it bad that I want it? Now that you said that.
No, think about it. Like they end this episode with them staring at each other, and then the next episode they go into like Cad Bane and Fennec, and then they do whatever they're going to do, or even Rex and Echo, and then by the end of that episode, they're still staring at each other. It ends again.
You know what? You're not wrong. They could straight do a Rex Echo episode because they were called too.
Yeah,
they were told to show up as well, and they could do a whole what are they doing at this time?
I don't know. I feel like it has to pick up from there. Personally, I feel like it would be a little too cruel and unusual.
It would be, yes.
I'm here for it if they did, but I feel like it is going to be a situation where they get immediately chased by the Empire, all of the stuff with Asajj and whomever to help them get to there. Maybe they're building a larger crew to attack that
I mean, I can see that being the thing that finally like truly unites Crosshair and Hunter.
You know, this goes with the prediction of Tech's fate. Even though we speculate for the most part about Bug Eyes being Tech, I think the whole narrative of we need to go back because we left all those prisoners is just kind of like, really, like, you're not going to save everybody. So there's got to be someone that is going to be saved or wanting to be saved.
She's in a situation where she's
Nalase?
part of this system, but she just doesn't know. She doesn't know that there's anything else out there. It's interesting because they designed it so that the cross hatching on her glasses matches the bars of like Omega Cell. So it's almost like she's always been in this smaller cage type of thing. And yeah, I can see Omega not giving up on her. Nalase, on the other hand, not getting out. She's just gonna tie her neck in a knot.
Oh God.
All right, guys, thanks for watching this reaction. Like and subscribe.
I'm gonna cry.
But yeah, that'll do it for this reaction. I mean, we'll see what happens in the next episode if they continue off of what we just witnessed, or if we join Echo and Rex, or if we join some other subplot to move to develop the story even further. Yeah, lots more hits to hit hard. So, I mean, if this is just one of them, you can think of very many other punches to deliver to the gut as we continue with the Bad Batch. But that'll do it for this reaction. Give our friend Calfor a visit on Twitch if you want to see him play some games. Follow Darth Choco, youtube.com/Darth Choco, and on TikTok at Darth Choco. If you want the nice one out of us too. But of course, don't forget to like and subscribe and hit the bell icon to turn on notifications. That'll do it for this. On to the next one.
For Light and for Life,
we are all the Dyad.
And may the Bad Batch be with you, together as a group.